Well, if social is anything, it's insight. And I've said that before, and the reason is, if you're a marketing director and you're looking at your business going, do you know there's no room for social media in my plans, there's no need in my industry, you might be right, but you might be wrong. And the only way to explore that and prove it to yourself, and you need to be open and honest here, is to listen. Because if somebody's talking about your company in a positive context, that's good value. If somebody's talking about it in a negative context, and we all know that bad news travels 9 times faster than good news, and you didn't hear that, and you didn't track that, and you didn't see where it went, and you didn't understand that the people that are saying that were either customers or prospects, I would say your insight process, per se, of which you should be running, you should have as part of your infrastructure a market intelligence team that run a research process, an insight program, a customer advisory board, a reseller advisory board, something that gets out there, no matter how big or how small you are. If you, as a marketing director, are a partner to the CEO, you're a partner to the business, not a service to the business, a partner to the business, you need to be right out there, listening with your radar, your sensors on fully. And if that doesn't convince you that social media is a great sensory input, you might want to reconsider it. I would sit with some friends, colleagues, peers, whoever, and just have them walk you through what they're doing, why they do it, and then try some of it. And give yourself 6 months. If it's B2B, you might have to give yourself a year. Do it quietly, do it behind closed doors if you're feeling nervous about it, but I think not doing it is possibly a sin. I don't know that there's one particular thing that you can point to and say, beware of this. Because if you were to point to one particular thing, it would be that the internet is a very big place. And there are lots of people out there, some of which you'll discover don't like you. And they will start, if you start pushing in the wrong parts of the world, you will get problems. And we all know what is going on with SOPA in the US, with a whole bunch of laws and regulations and federated and local, state and local regulation and everything else. So there's issues out there in internet land, and social lives there. Social is the conduit that connects all those things together. If there was a risk, there are two sides to that risk. First of all, there are the people in your company that you own and control. I say own. But you employ and you give employment terms and conditions, and you should have a social media policy. What you can do, what you can't do, how that relates to your employment conditions, and how that all fits together in the context of the company. So you need to have clear boundaries for your employees. By the way, that tends to affect them whether or not they're on campus, in the building, doing normal work hours, or at the evenings, or at the weekends, whatever they're doing in that space. So you need to make sure that's a 24/7 policy, not a 9 to 5.